Luxury brands are not really selling handbags, watches, shoes, or perfumes. They are selling something much more powerful. They are selling identity. Because when someone buys luxury, they are not only asking, "What is this made of?" They are quietly asking, "What does this say about me?" A normal product solves a problem. A bag carries your things. A watch tells the time. A perfume gives you a scent. But luxury does something different. It turns an ordinary object into a personal signal. It says something before you even speak. That is why people do not only buy luxury for leather, metal, fabric, or glass. They buy the feeling attached to it. Confidence, taste, success, belonging. A quiet sense that they have entered a world not everyone can reach. And this is where luxury becomes fascinating. Because the product is only the visible part. The real value is hidden underneath. In the story, in the history, in the packaging, in the store, in the waiting list, in the way people look at it, and in the way the owner feels when they finally have it. Think about a simple bag. Without a brand, it is just an object. It has a shape, a color, a handle, and a purpose. But when a luxury house gives that bag a story, everything changes. Suddenly, it is not just something you carry, it becomes something that carries meaning. It can carry the image of elegance. It can carry the feeling of success. It can carry a family dream, a first promotion, a milestone, or a reward after years of hard work. To someone else, it may look like a bag, but to the person holding it, it can feel like proof. Proof that they made it. Proof that they belong. Proof that they are becoming the version of themselves they once imagined. This is why luxury is rarely about need. Most people do not need a luxury watch to know the time. They do not need a designer bag to carry their wallet. They do not need an expensive perfume to smell nice. But luxury was never built only around need. It was built around desire. And desire lives much deeper than logic. Luxury brands understand something very human. People want to feel seen. People want to feel special. People want to feel like their choices say something meaningful about who they are. So luxury brands do not just create products. They create worlds. A world of quiet lighting, soft carpets, careful service, beautiful boxes, heritage photos, old workshops, limited access, and carefully controlled attention. Every detail is part of the message. The store does not simply display products, it creates a feeling. The packaging does not simply protect the item, it turns opening the box into a ritual. The price does not only cover materials, it creates distance. And that distance makes the product feel more powerful. In everyday shopping, high price can be a problem. But in luxury, price can become part of the attraction. Because when something is expensive, difficult to get, and carefully presented, the brain starts to treat it differently. It feels rare. It feels important. It feels like more than a purchase. It feels like an achievement. That is why scarcity is one of luxury's strongest tools. When a brand says there are only a few pieces, desire becomes stronger. When there is a waiting list, the product feels more valuable. When only certain people can access it, ownership feels more personal. The harder something is to get, the more powerful it can feel. But scarcity alone is not enough. A rare object with no meaning is just a rare object. Luxury becomes powerful when scarcity is combined with story. That story may come from craftsmanship, from heritage, from a founder, from an iconic design, from a celebrity moment, or from decades of cultural memory. This is why luxury brands talk so much about history. They show old workshops, they show artisans at work, they show hands stitching leather, polishing metal, cutting fabric, shaping details slowly and carefully. They want you to feel that the product did not come from a shelf. It came from a legacy. And legacy makes the object feel alive. A product can be copied, a shape can be copied, a color can be copied, even a design can be copied. But meaning is harder to copy. That is why luxury brands protect their stories so carefully. Because the real product is not only what you hold in your hand, the real product is what the brand makes you believe. And that belief is emotional. When someone buys luxury, they may say they bought it because of quality. And sometimes that is true. But quality is only one layer. Underneath it, there may be another reason, a reward, a memory, a dream, a signal, a quiet moment of self-recognition. Maybe it is the first luxury item someone ever bought with their own money. Maybe it reminds them of someone they admired. Maybe it makes them feel elegant, powerful, calm, or successful. Maybe it does not change who they are, but it changes how they feel for a moment. And sometimes that feeling is what they are really paying for. This is the psychology luxury understands so well. People do not only buy objects, they buy stories about themselves. They buy the feeling of becoming someone more refined, more confident, more respected, more in control, more connected to a world they admire. That is why luxury can be so quiet and still feel so loud. A small logo, a certain shape, a certain color, a certain box, a certain boutique. To most people, these may look like details, but to the right audience, they are signals. And in luxury, signals are everything. Luxury speaks in a language of symbols. It does not always need to explain itself. Sometimes the quieter it is, the stronger it becomes. Because when only certain people recognize the signal feels even more exclusive. That is the power of quiet luxury. It does not shout, "Look at me." It whispers, "You know what this means." So the next time you see a luxury product, look closer. Look beyond the material, beyond the price, beyond the logo. Ask what story it is telling. Ask what feeling it is creating. Ask what identity it is offering. Because in luxury, the object is only the beginning. The bag is not just a bag. The watch is not just a watch. The perfume is not just a scent. They are symbols. They are emotions. They are carefully designed mirrors. And when people buy them, they are often buying a reflection of who they want to become. That is why luxury brands never sell just products. They sell meaning, they sell belonging, they sell a dream with a price tag, and sometimes they sell a new identity. If you enjoy quiet stories about luxury, culture, brands, and the hidden psychology behind desire, subscribe to CurioHush, where quiet stories become unforgettable.